Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. There's been 2 fatalities on this crazy day. We have Tenko and Angie who are both dead, though one of them I'm slightly thinking that it might be a lie on. Also Kokichi, you've slowly becoming one of my favorites. I hate it because I really did hate you at the beginning, and now I'm like, no, you're actually pretty fun. I respected Angie and Tenko so much since the moment we met. Shut up! Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it.
Oh, right already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, you guys have me figured out already, so there's no point in keeping up the act. Kokichi never changes, no matter what situation he's in. I don't even hate, now that I know he's really not super nefarious, at least for now, I don't honestly hate him. It's true, though I do not know if it can be attributed to a god per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. I can't explain why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it. Is it Makoto Naegi?
On your knees.
Shut up. Why the frick is a robot talking to a god anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so dumb.
That inner voice is probably just like a radio or something, like in taxis and stuff.
That is not.
It is unwise of me to confide in you all. Oh. Everyone here is not in the best moods, but so in the end, the culprit really was. No, it's nothing. We can talk about it once the trial starts. Oh, you have an idea. That's promising.
Listen up.
Try using a brain cell. I don't have to. My golden brain cells are a gift to the world. Kaito?
Damn.
This trial's gonna be rough, since I couldn't do any investigating. Okay, bud. And Correctio. Why did this say— oh my god, enough, my dude. We have people dead. Let's go click on the golden gill statue. I mean, well, it's not golden, but it's... that is like the 2 colors of the skin, the loincloth, that is so clearly a Street Fighter reference, right? Like, I'm not... like, it has to be. It has to be. Aight, so... let's head on in. As usual, oh, it's starting to become normal at this point. We walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard. We descended. I was gonna say, are you gonna finish that sentence, dude? Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster downward into the black. Ah, that was quite quick that time. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it despair?
Uh-oh.
Bye, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed, you'll make Monodum sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth. No. Let's hurry up and get this started.
Extreme.
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. I mean, it's sad because we as gamers do enjoy this part. The 3rd class trial was about to begin. Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to prevent the killing game. That didn't go over well. Then Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The 2 who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? 2 different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Fight with lies? That's not a protagonist thing to do. Do you want to save? Heck yeah. Make all these save files. I probably by now have about 40 save files. I can go back to whatever point, and it's so good. Aight. So, skills. What do we got? So we have 3 only? Are you serious? We have more slots at least, but we can't even buy anymore. It's because we wasted all that time. So, oh, can we buy any of them even? It doesn't even look like it. Dang, man. Well, in that case, we can't equip anything, so it's not like we can do anything there. Handbook. Okay, let's go through all our evidence here. So we got... here we go. Monokuma file. Samugi's account, locked herself in the lab, working on the ritual. Council members are... Oh, this is going to be weird because there's going to be a bunch. 2 trials at once. Okay, so I think I'm good. In order to resurrect the dead, Angie is killed during a seance search for answers. Tenko is killed. Dang, man. Let's do this! Yes, every time we've heard this.
Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
Kaito
I can
thinks
tell
he's the
Monokuma is
protagonist.
overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you 2 weirdos.
Who did it?
Whoa. Himiko's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder.
Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
Kind of doubt it, honestly. Just personally, but...
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
What do you mean?
The transfer student.
It's not gonna be the mysterious, ghostly transfer student.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Okay, also, Angie's thing is so cute. I hate it. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be... Just ask Monokuma, he'd have to tell you the truth. Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Yeah, let's, it can't be... It has to be one of us. What are we doing? Effigies, Necronomicon, let's see here.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
No.
Who was resurrected?
Okay, let's see here.
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro was resurrected.
What?
The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
No.
Please, stop it!
Okay, so this isn't about reviving dead and have to focus on their statements. Were all those statements correct?
This crime was
Let's see here. So,
committed by the recently
wrong button.
deceased.
Okay, so let's see here. So we have effigies, exact replicas hung upside down, Necronomicon. Yeah, it couldn't have been because you had to
Came
burn the
back
book,
to life
right?
And killed 2 of our classmates.
That's what it was.
Ritual did work?
Nope. Did not, and I got the V point. Yeah. It did not because you needed to burn the book, which I almost forgot about that factoid. I'm happy we're getting that out of the way right away.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After prepare the effigy, burn its ashes, and then you have to use it. Yep. So we did not do that.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, Going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, I'm glad we've established that.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Okay, what's this dude gonna do?
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
Okay, what's this dude gonna do?
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
So that sort of makes me still feel like this is a simulation thing, but that would just make too much sense to do that again.
I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum.
Wow, now they're back to being mean to him.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who did it? Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Nope, don't see that.
Why?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
Okay, let's see this. If anything, I think Kyo murdered Tenko, but... Alright, what's this? Samugi's account.
The
Kokichi's
culprit
lock.
used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab.
That is true.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
That's
Just
not
admit
true.
it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
Wait. That's
murdered
definitely
fuck
the
outta
one that I have
Angie.
to do.
Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Oh my god, her text. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. No, stop. So it's definitely the lock one. Because to break in, cylinder lock swallowed the key. Door was locked, but Kokichi found it by opening the lockpick. Sliding lock was removed from the locked from the inside. Something golden shiny was on the handle. There's no way you could break in.
Culprit used a katana
Because
to
then
kill Angie.
there's no way, right? So yeah.
And it was found in Kyo's research lab.
That's true, but we don't need to... Just because it's true doesn't mean it will advance where we have to go, so...
You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo. I did not care about some katana. Just admit it, you shitty worm. You went to the classroom.
Oh, that's tough to hit. Whether Kyo had a key or not, Angie still would have let him into her lab. Okay, so no, the answer will be... Then it's not the... Okay.
The culprit
So then it's
used a katana
probably
to kill Angie.
the Samugi's account, because
And it
wrong
was
button.
found in Kyo's research
I didn't mean to
lab.
press that. That was an accident. I keep missing the buttons. Made a mistake. I have to think it over. Don't worry, we got this, dude.
The culprit
Because Samugi's account says she would not unlock unless someone from the student council asked her to. Yeah. Okay.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo. I did not care about some katana. Just admit it, you shitty worm.
Went to the classroom.
Broke in
Oh, I missed again.
and murdered
Ah.
the fuck out of it.
That's definitely the right one, but I didn't do it right. Actually, it might not be the right one still, but...
The culprit used a katana to kill
Okay.
Angie.
Because I was trying to get the V point, but I should just try and focus on getting it, period.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana
Okay,
was
let's
the
do
murder
this.
weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo. I did not care about some katana. Just admit it, you shitty worm. You went to the
Classroom.
broke in
There we go. Ah, I didn't get the V point, though, but that's fine.
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
Oh, you're lying, my friend.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
I don't think it's any of them.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? 'Cause a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What ifs? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well...
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
I don't think Gonta has the smarts to do that.
Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt
Oh, we're gonna
anyone.
get a 3-way
Torture
one, yeah.
Gonta if you don't believe.
I'm not gonna do
Torture might be a
yeah.
bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta not culprit.
All right, let's see what we can do for this. Mass panic debate. Let's go. Let's see here. Tsumugi's account, lockpicking,
We
backdoor.
must consider other possibilities.
Okay.
Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
Student council.
So it's not gonna be Gonta then if he's yelling. Let's see here.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone could open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members had access.
Only student council members have access. Nope, that's not true.
Look, I don't
Oh,
know
come
what
on.
I didn't know robots
I
killed
missed
such
it.
boring lies.
Go away. Okay, I saw the right one, but I need to hit it.
Student council.
Okay.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone could open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members.
There we go, and I got the point. Just barely, though. It's not just student council members. You yourself got in
No,
there.
It wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab.
Stop
right?
contradicting me.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have.
Unless
Because
Kyo
I saw
knows
you open
lock
the classroom
picking.
lock by picking.
Which is kind of a thing he might know. No, I don't think so. Why do you know lock picking? That's still the weirdest thing. I guess the argument is,
that
it's
happened?
because Ultimate
I
Evil
totally
Leader.
forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
What?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
That seems like a lie, my friend.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie.
As much as I like to believe that, and it would make you my favorite character.
All along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
Oh my god, you guys. He's a compulsive liar.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
I don't think you can do that, sir.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
I don't think so.
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room.
Yeah, because there's gold dust on the back of the
They
door,
used a
yeah.
different method.
What different method?
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was...
One locked last was the back door. Oh, I have to hit triangle.
That's it!
Because it had the gold dust on it. Everyone's favorite
The
WWE
back door.
wrestler.
That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Okay, wait, what's this tool? I'm trying to think. The tool that the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from the outside was... Okay, yeah, let's try and figure this thing out, because I don't heckin' know. It could be the katana. Could be the... it's not the sheath. I feel like it's probably the katana. Oh man, I'm bad at this. Oh man, I'm bad. Oh jeez. It's got to be the katana itself, right? To slide, yeah, because it had the gold stuff on it. So if it wasn't their hand, they used the back of it.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
Okay, whoever this is must be smart to make a sliding lock thing.
The gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell.
Hey!
Specifically, a school bell.
Danganronpa 1 reference, which makes this confusing. So I almost thought that this could have been a prequel, but alas, here we are.
Huh? Are you talking about a different
They're not going to
school?
talk about it.
What school was it?
Japan loves to allude to stuff and not actually reference it by name, and I actually like that.
Now, that doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, so but that is in the
Let's
the
dwell
past.
on the
Got it.
past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
Now that's the question, isn't it?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you needed an effigy of everyone either, but...
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose. What could that have been? Like a Rube Goldberg to try and get it up? The culprits somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. We driving? We driving. Let's do this thing. I got big practice on this thanks to that minigame. God, this is so Outrun Vaporwave. Interestingly, you don't have a slowdown in your in the minigame version. So I need to look for the Monokuma that is in the trial. Where he will be, I have no idea. Oh my god, he was totally there in that picking minigame, the one that we did before. Well, dang. I can't believe I didn't grab him there. Oh, look at those cool buildings. Whoops, I missed some. What turned the handle of the sliding lock? Well, that's the katana. What turned the handle of the sliding lock? That would be the katana's hilt. You look cool. Get in. Okay. So let's see here. What's next? Next question. This is so cool, guys. I love this feature. Alright, so. And honestly, again, this controls so good, I'm surprised. Alright, don't read the question yet. It says, what was done to the... What was done to make the katana turn the lock? What was done to make the katana turn the lock? It would have to be, if we're thinking here, what was done to the katana turn the lock? It would be... the knife was stabbed into the... It was stabbed into the effigy, because it wasn't tampered with. That's how it was before. Alright. Final question. Okay, if we get to one that adds a fourth girl, where does she go? I sure hope it's on Shuichi's lap or just on the back of the car surfing. God, this game's look at all. Oh, that's good. The boards over there. The soundtrack for this game is so good. Like, this guy is way better than he deserves to be at his job for making the game music. And again, he was the guy that did God Hand. He did a couple games that were really good. Well, how was the effigy manipulated? It was, let's see here. How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? I think it's the fact that it was, on a rope is the big thing. Making it fall, spinning it, swing. It might be making it fall. Ah! Oh, that is grim. Swinging it back and forth. Spinning it would... Oh, spinning it, because it'd have to go left and right. That was really gruesome. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, actually, yeah. If they spun it. Because if it was going back and forth, it wouldn't do anything.
The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Oh, now we got spinning effigies.
Effigy spun?
That's right.
Oh
If
my
you spun the
god.
effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
And that would make it go up? Wow! That's so ridiculous! Then as it goes down, it goes down. That's so...
Then, if you let it go, the rope
Oh
would
my
unwind
god.
and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would
Okay,
spin
this
with it.
needs to be a genius to figure this out. Like, who would plan this?
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place? The culprit simply needed
So
to spin
that
the effigy's rope
probably
and
isn't
then
even
swiftly
the
leave.
murder weapon at this point.
This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked.
And I bet you they put up the other effigies just to make it less
By using the
suspicious.
effigy with a katana.
That's ridiculous, my dude.
Born from the heart of a sword, traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide?
Oh yeah, that thing is easy to move.
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Yeah, it kind of is.
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick.
Are we sure about that?
It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility, but I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually
a lie. I can't believe it.
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Guys, we should be used to this by now.
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out.
Like, I like how it's like it's all nefarious, but like we lie to advance the trial all the time.
If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Oh my god.
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
I'm not gonna react
What
to that.
should we talk about now?
That's the question, isn't it, Gonta?
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
Which sucks. I really don't want it to be any of them.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
And technically Tenko.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect? I'd never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect, okay.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down!
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
Can't you just say what you were doing and...
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting...
Why did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless.
I don't think it's going to be meaningless, considering it's I don't know.
Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Himiko.
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
Oh, okay, I'm so happy we're finally getting broken out of shell Himiko.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko...
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Oh, laying it on a little thick there, buddy.
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Yeah? Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito! Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is... Death Curse!
Creative name. Love it.
I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
We're talking about murder, my dude. Hit and runs aren't that crazy. Okay.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta want to know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Why are you so cool? Kaito!
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Wait, what?
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional? I think it is.
So what do we talk about first?
That's the question.
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tancrotch!
The people who attended the seance were Korekio, Shuichi, Himiko, Kokichi. Why can't I look at this? Korekio, Shuichi, Himiko, Kokichi. Kibo was not there. Kibo left. Kaido wasn't there. Yeah, this is the right one. Why? Yeah.
That's it.
For some reason, lists baffle my mind.
It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four.
I don't
is
think it's
really
one of us, considering there's could have
Kia.
been
He suggested the whole seance.
someone under the floorboards.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
That's true. That's a suspicious thing. She did say she wanted it in the middle. Though, to be fair, I would also, in real life, say the middle room, just because middle is nicest.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance.
That's very
The
true.
empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Point of entry from outside. You must be referring to... under the... well... yeah, under the floorboards up there.
There!
Right? Yeah, I got it.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Okay, well, what's your thing, dude? Okay, Chad, looks forward. Flashlight function, hole in the
sneaked in
corner.
during the
Probably
seance.
Kibo's flashlight function.
By crawling under the floor.
Yeah.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
No.
I mean Kibo's flashlight function.
Oh.
Huh? Now, hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor
Wait.
and
It says keep it a blinding light.
sneak into the empty room during the seance.
There's no way.
I
It's
said,
way
hold
too
on a
bright.
second. He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
It says a blinding
Hold
light.
on a second.
Yeah, right? Like, it's so bright. Is it true with a little light you can move under the floor? Is that possible? It's not a little light, because it's way tons of light. Like, that thing lights up the entire room. I don't know, but I think it's the other one.
Now, hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
Wait, no? Sure, it's cramped, but there's enough room for one person to move around, especially if they keep his flashlight. Okay, so let's see
The
here.
culprit sneaked in during the seance.
There's a hole in the corner,
Crawling
right? The hole is there.
under the floor.
Okay,
But it was pitch black.
pitch black.
How could they even...
Because it wasn't dark. You see,
Okay, let's see if it's this one. Yeah, there we go.
That's wrong!
Sometimes it's like I know what I want to say, but it's just trying to find where to put. Like, you can't have it there because there's the light there, the
I
hole.
don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor. There was a hole in the corner of the room. If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
Yeah, and in pitch black,
So a
even
light was not
the
shined under the
minimal
floor, which
light
means
you'd
you
see.
cannot claim I am the culprit.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
Haha, David Cage.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, Now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness.
Unless there's another set of night vision goggles we have to think about.
The floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
No, they definitely
Then
do.
why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from underfloor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
Wait. How do you know about the glowing paint?
That'd let the culprit find her.
This is all starting to get a little familiar.
Boy, this
Yeah,
sounds
right?
really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that
Could he have, like,
floorboard loose?
okay, so since there was the cutout, could they have used that as a point of reference?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
And we very clearly saw her walk to the middle and do it herself, and she was fine, and she talked. It had to be during.
She was unmistakably.
Because then
alive when
after we saw the blood under before they took it off.
We blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
When? Yeah, right?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Huh?
Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Okay, so let's try and figure this out. I don't think it could have worked for another time. Let's see here.
When Tenko got killed,
Okay.
it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Nope,
Like
that can't be because
When cage
the
lifted,
white sheet.
culprit stabbed Tenko real fast.
No.
So fast, no one saw.
No, because it's on the white sheet.
Oh my!
Stop.
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
How you lifted the cage, we still don't know. Stop.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
No.
There's no down!
Stop. Because there's white blood on the thing.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
That's true.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Yeah, countered. Perfect.
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it.
Well, I think that proves that it had to be during the seance, right?
If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Why are you debating this so heavily? Why is this such a point of contention?
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
Why?
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Okay, sure. Rebuttal, showdown, truth blade, battle. Sickle, loose floor.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
Okay, blood pink, actually.
Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
Let's see here. What's she gonna say?
If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko.
Could
Sitting
you?
in there with her neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's gaps. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo!
Okay, well, I see which one to hit at least. Has to be a whole logic, show the evidence.
The
Okay,
blade's
so let's
all
see
you
here.
need.
We got slow down here,
Stick
okay.
the blade through a gap in the cage. It'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Sitting. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed. Crouched with her forehead on the stone. No. There we go. Ha ha! I'm getting better at these. Actually, I like this a lot more than the other showdown. The other blade
Just a
showdown.
minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage.
Yeah, she had a weird position that was
She
very
was bent
much...
over with her forehead against the marker stone, and the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
It had to be through the floorboards. Like, that's the only way.
I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
No, under the
If she was
floorboards.
killed then, the cloth
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible.
No, it's
isn't
possible through under the floor. You just gotta
Yeah,
use...
for a living person.
Okay, I guess we're going with this point of view. Okay.
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done that!
Wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
That's actually not that bad.
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
No, if there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
No, it's actually possible.
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time.
Once everything was on there and she has her head down...
You know what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah. The they she's referring to. Wait, what? Wait, what? Who could have killed Tenko inside the cage? Who? Okay, so it couldn't have been anyone in the room. It could have been Samugi. No, wrong. Who could have killed? I don't get it. You're really narrow-minded for a detective. It could have been Kaito because he's so short and if he's standing there. Oh, who?
Oh no!
Wait, what? What? Who? Who could have killed Kibo? I don't know, dude. I don't want to select Himiko. Wait, do you mean Himiko? Why are you suspecting me? I would never kill Tenko.
I was wrong!
Yeah, good. I'm glad that that was an option. Kaito? This is tough. Like, Miyu's the only one left, right?
I was wrong!
Wait. Who? Are you saying it's you? Wait. Who haven't I picked? It's not me. Did I pick Kyo? Okay, I'm super lost on who this... Did I say Kibo? It's not Gonta. Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? Tenko? Of course! Of course.
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
I was thinking that someone was in there with Tenko because she had her head down all prostrated on that rock there. And they could have moved the board and then just been standing there with her because there's the crawl space. But I guess that's dumb.
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko was the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
Can you do that after you stab yourself?
The floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right? Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
Keep your chin up and live facing forward with me and everyone else. Yeah, right?
What if all of that was just a lie?
Not all of us are you, dude.
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking.
Kaito is such a breath of fresh air for being a character who is dumb but brilliant, you know? And just a nice dude. I sure hope there's no twist with him being evil.
That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta, no one can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
A proper reason.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
Oh, what's this gonna be, my dude?
Is there a reason?
Is there now? That's the question.
Yes. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like.
Well, my life is about half right now, so
But for
yep.
now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Okay, everyone, see you guys after the seance, right? Yeah. Should see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because she didn't know how just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. That means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe. Right? We'll make them all believe, I guess. Sure. Cage Child Tenko's last moments. Okay, that's going to be important, probably. Tenko's last moments. Died in a crouched position. Probably not enough to kill her immediately. Hole in the corner. See what's dropped under. Caged Child. 5 people. Make a stone. Place a dog. Lights off. Sing the song. Reply in the voice.
To take us down with her.
Is it the Monokuma file? Let's see here. Resulting in death, no other injuries.
So she hid her true intentions.
Let's see here.
Tenko's not that kind of person. But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor.
Last of strength might be... Let's see here. Last of strength. Everyone thinks... Let's see here. So, last of her strength would mean... Let's see here. Sing the song. Nope.
to be the best.
Tenko's last moments was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. She died in a crouch. How can you get the back of your neck in a crouched position?
Her plan was
That
to take us
feels
down with her.
impossible.
So she hid her true intentions.
How can you... Because, yeah, if... I keep pressing the wrong button. Because if she's in the crouched position, there's no way.
Kind of person. But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength.
Nope, that's not it. Okay. She would have been able to throw away in time. No, that I suppose her death was instant. No. Dang, we're sucking at this.
Her plan.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong thing. Space under to see it was dropped. Monokuma File 3 says... Stabbed in the back of the neck.
Down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person.
How do we say what I'm trying to say?
It died during the seance.
She could have secretly and then
Nope.
stabbed herself
Okay.
with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
Okay, let's see here. Everyone thinks she committed suicide, but they're only latching onto the easiest answer. Let's get this. We need to make them think the suicide theory won't work.
Seems to be the best.
Wait a sec, because does it say in the caged child that... Let's see here. Curl up like a turtle. Must be down at the center. Because that says definitely
Her plan
that...
was to take us down with her.
Nope, that's not it. Okay. Is that evidence or are you letting your emotions get the best of you? I'm just trying to figure out how to say what I'm trying to say, dude.
Did commit suicide. Explain how she died during the seance.
Nope. Okay. She could have hidden the sickle under her clothes. If a killer girl says so, then believe it. Okay, so that's not it. I'm just trying to figure out how to
Her plan
say...
was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Die in a crouched position. Hole in the corner. Space under the floor so you can see it was dropped down there.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
Because it wasn't...
Secretly brought the sickle.
There was no way she could have
And then
thrown the
stabbed
sickle
herself with
over
it.
there, right?
Finally, the last of her.
No, okay. She would have been able to throw it away in time.
Best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Okay, that's not the one.
So she hid her true intentions.
Monokuma File 3. Keep pressing the wrong button.
Strength. The sickle
Oh my
underneath
god,
the
I
floor.
did it.
Reveal the truth.
Okay. On a whim, I tried
Tenko
to
couldn't
use
have
the
thrown the
lies,
sickle
and I
under the
guess I needed to.
Because she died instantly.
Oh, we're just... Okay, I see... Okay. Okay, it took me a bit to get here, but sure. Her death might not have been instant. She could have bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
Wait, don't these dudes have access to the Monokuma file? Oh, it doesn't. I assumed in the Monokuma file it said instant death,
What's
but I
your
was
opinion,
wrong.
Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
Yay, you're helping me.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Well, we're finally back on that track, which
The
is good.
suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
There was
If
the
you
big
know something,
sound.
Please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. Let me try and remember. There's got to be something. It's some kind of clue. It's the big sound of the floor, right? Like, it's what it's got to be. Sound. There you go.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There was a big one.
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet
It was not because of the sound, but
strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song,
yeah.
I heard something fall.
I thought I hit it, but okay.
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there.
Okay,
I mean, it was
it's not going to be
totally
you.
My job was to moving along.
That was definitely due to Himiko's, which I just missed.
Think about it. Heard something.
What? That wasn't it? Or did I think I just missed. Great. Good. This is fine. One more time. There we go. Took a second, but it hit. Consent.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Yeah, it goes, and you hit right there, right? Yeah, bang. That was a weird and worrying sound.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard.
I thought at first that the dog fell on the cage and crushed her or
It could've
something.
fallen down.
Or the cage disappeared and crushed her.
There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound, like something hit the floorboards. Maybe that sounded something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. The other thing that happened in the dark, the crossboard, sound, hole in the floor. Could it have been... Where's it would be not the cross piece, but the loose floorboard? I think it's this.
This is it!
Yeah, I was right. Hey, I get some points back.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
could the floorboard have made such a loud sound though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. There would have been had to have been a strong impact to make that sound. But what was it? What could it be?
All right, then. Let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
I like how we've all I mean I know we have to respect Tenko, but we haven't figured out who murdered. We haven't figured out who murdered Angie yet.
So what
Okay.
made the floorboard come loose?
Let's see here.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Yeah.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Tore off the floorboard. No,
Maybe
it
the
would.
wooden statue fell over.
No, that didn't happen.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Dried blood.
Culprit hide under floor,
Let's see here.
then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
I almost want to agree with
Floorboard
that.
that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous.
Dried blood.
God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and balls are the best of friends?
I almost want to do something with that. What would have made a strong enough impact to knock the floorboard loose? If I think about everyone's testimony and combine it with
What made the
facts.
floorboard come loose?
Dried blood, the cross piece.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance.
Okay, so the dried blood was quite far. Cross piece says only the portion that supports the floorboard it wasn't naturally cut. Looks like it was purposely
Maybe
cut.
that person tore off the floorboard.
Tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing
No,
sound.
that couldn't happen really.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
Okay, that did not happen.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Yeah.
Culprit hide under floor, then stood up with such might.
I almost want to choose that one. No. Culprit hit their head on that floorboard, they would be dead. Okay, well that's not it then. Of course. What am I
What
doing?
made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been
Let's see here. During the sound, there was... Let me just... Okay. Wait. Yeah, because... Right, no. Going back to what happened to What's-His-Face.
Someone who participated
No
in the
crossboard.
seance.
They stepped through it.
Maybe
That makes
person tore off the
sense.
floorboard.
When,
That wouldn't make such a loud
what's his
crashing
face?
sound.
Why do I want to say Shigechi? When,
Maybe the wooden
Kokichi,
statue fell over.
he stepped through.
That statue was still on top of
That
the
was
cage.
during the same time.
Culprit
That
hide
was
under
him,
floor,
right? Yeah.
then stood up with such might.
That was literally him.
But we already said there was...
Okay. That was you.
I agree.
That sound was unrelated. It's you. I can't believe this.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
Wow, what did it stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this case, I'll need to think carefully about the cross piece and the floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard. The cross piece had been cut, was on the other end. The unsupported part was on the outside, so that could have been stomped down. Only one of them was cut, the other two were intact. And one of them was under Tenko. The other one was in the center, right above where the edge of the cage was. Wow, okay, when the culprit was attempting... What was he attempting by stomping the floorboard? Come to think of it. Smash her head at the top? Okay, well, we got a Hangman's Gambit. Okay, I'm going to start with an S. Okay, so... S... S-E? C... What would happen when they... Okay, so... No, not S-E-A. Oh, right, I press A to do that, right. seemed, I'm guessing. No, it's a W. I just saw an M, so there is an M in here. Okay, gotta wait for another M. I swear I saw an M. Seemed... right? Is there no... am I wrong? Seem... see... sees? Okay. Wait. No. Seesaw? Okay, well, I need an A now. Seesaw... effect? No, wrong one. Okay, so it's seesaw effect. That's a T. I need a C. Seesaw effect. First try. Okay. This one's much easier than the one in the second game.
The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Huh? A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
But I'm trying to figure out what this would do.
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
For the purpose of...
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
Oh my god, are we gonna see, like, at the bottom of the cage is gonna be a spike?
Tenko like that, unless they use the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh? How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important
Are we
factor.
gonna say it was taped to the top? The fabric, seesaw, the cage, and the blood. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been consistent with the evidence. Where was it? It was, underneath the floorboard at the top of the cage.
That's it!
Well, okay, I guess we're doing top of the cage.
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble, but the statue's weight kept it from falling over.
This is a little absurd.
Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
I mean, I get it, but okay.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouch position, but with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Oh, wait, what, homicide? What?
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Please, we think it's... you think it's Himiko?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
I don't think she's smart enough, dude.
Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
I'm sorry, what?
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting
No,
the crosspiece beneath
no.
the floorboard, you mean?
They were all cut.
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
They were all cut, because what's-his-face killed himself on the one, and also I was wrong. The sound did come from that one.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right?
No, we have evidence actually specifically
He's
against
wrong.
that.
Right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tinko? I killed Tinko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It's true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea, but does that mean Himiko... No! No! Something so cruel. We literally have evidence against that, but I guess we're going to intermission! Okay, so... Alright, everyone. Thank you for watching. And next time we'll be back to finish up maybe this trial. These trials are long. These trials are way longer than in the first game and the second game. So we'll see you then for some more. Ciao.
You can push yourself.